Jim Bottomley, Hall of Fame. 310 career batting average. 2,313 career hits. And he holds a major league record. 12 RBIs in one game. Ken Arzone here in Vista, California. I'm looking at Sunday, June 29th, 2025. This video will be part 2, Jim Bottomley. The second half of his baseball career. How did he do? 1930 season, 148 hits, 304 average. So up to this point in 1930, he's 30 years old. You know what's interesting about Jim Bottomley? I didn't know this. He was born in 1900. How would you like to be one of the few guys in baseball history born in the year 1900? And here I'm covering his 1930 season. So that makes him 30 years old because he was born in April. And April starts the baseball season. So he bats 304, 1930. 1931. 108 games. Missed too many there. So as a result, 133 hits. But he still bats 348. Good production that year, but he missed too many games. 1932, 92 hits. He's missing. It's 2 years in a row. I don't know if he's injured or what's going on. That's 296. 1933 comes back, 145 games, good. 137 hits. So I think that 3-year period, 1931, 32, and 33, something going on with Jim Bottomley. He's kind of losing it. You know what happened in 1933? That is 250. This is a guy that had 371 and a 367. He had a 348. Now all of a sudden he's 250. That's like 50 to 60 to 70 points under his batting average career up to this point. 1934, 158 hits, 284 average. So that's 3 years in a row under 300. 1935, 103 hits, 258. He's slumping. 1936, 162 hits, 298 average. And then in 1937, his last season, he's 37 years old. Just 65 games, 239 average. That last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His last 6 years under 300. What happened? Could have been hurt. Could have had some ligament damage in maybe his swing, his arms, maybe his legs, maybe his body just falling apart. I don't know. But I don't understand how he goes 6 straight years under 300. Whereas before that, he played 16 years. Let's count how many 300 batting average seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 16 years, 300 or better. So his career numbers, 1,991 games. He was 9 games shy of 2,000. If I was him, play those extra 9 games, get 2,000 games under your belt. 7,471 at-bats. That's a lot. 2,313 career hits. I was hoping 2,500. He had one season, 200 hits. 227 hits in 1925. So he's capable of 200 if you play him every day. He also had another season, 194 hits. But just one 200-hit season. 465 doubles. Good amount. 151 triples, 219 homers. So he's not a slugger. Played 16 years and you just hit about 200 homers plus. But the RBI production, listen to this. 16-year career. But we've got to say 3 of those years didn't play a full season. Because one year he played 37 games, another year he played 65, and then another one 91. And then he had another one where it was like 108. So I think if we compress it, it's probably about 14 and a half years of solid play. And listen to the RBIs. 1,422. He averaged almost 100 RBIs a season for 14 years. He had 6 seasons, 100 RBIs. One of them was 136, another one 137. So he was an RBI producer, 1,422. I like that number for Jim Bottomley. 58 stolen bases, didn't have any speed. Only struck out 591 times, so he's a good contact hitter. 7,400 at-bats, 591 strikeouts. Good ratio of fewer strikeouts per at-bat. 310 career batting average. I like it. 369 on base career, 500 slugging career, and 3,737 total bases. He had a high of 362, also had a 358 one year. So he's got 4 seasons, 300 total bases. So, solid player. Does he belong in the Baseball Hall of Fame? Yes. I'd put him in. The 310 career batting average, the 1,400 RBIs. Runs scored, he had 1,177. Only 2 seasons, 100 runs scored. That should have been more. A player like him should have had like 7, 8, maybe 9 100 run scored seasons. That would have been nice. I question, why did he stop playing at age 37? Should have got another 3 years. He would have surpassed the 2,500 hit mark if he had played 3 more years. He also, maybe, if he had played more, here's how I look at it. The first part of his career, his first 10 years, he was on fire. He had a 371, a 367, also had a 348 average. The second part of his career, he slumped. It could be injury. It could be that some players lose it. They lose their swing. I mean, he went 6 straight years under 300. He's not that good. He's a 300 hitter, 310 career batting average. So I didn't like the second part of his career, but I like his RBI production. I like his 300 batting average seasons. I like the total bases. 4 seasons over 300. I like that. Jim Bottomley, interesting guy. How about being in the record books? You have 15 to 18,000 baseball players that have come through the major leagues. And him and one other guy, Mark Whitten, hold the record. 12 RBIs in one game. Mark Whitten did it with 4 homers. Jim Bottomley did it going 6 for 6. 2 homers. One of them was a grand slam. He had a double and 3 singles. 6 for 6. Mark Whitten, when he had 12 RBIs, he had 4 homers. I think he had a single in there somewhere. 12 RBIs in one game. How about that? But you know who holds the record for most RBIs in one day? That means you play a doubleheader. 2 games in one game. Okay. Who holds the record? The most RBIs in one day. Nate Colbert had 13 RBIs in a doubleheader. So that's a one-day production. How about that? Go to the ballpark, play 2 games, 13 RBIs. He had 5 homers. Him and Stan Musial are the only players in baseball history to hit 5 home runs one day. Stan Musial had 8 RBIs in his 5 homer day. Day. Not a game. Day. So, Jim Bottomley, you're in the record books. I think your career should have been better. But that's me giving an opinion on his career. He should have had about 15 300 batting average seasons. He had that potential. He may have had, if he had played 20 years, I think he would have had like 2,700 hits. Probably would have had about 1,800 RBIs. That's a good production, right? If he plays 20 years. Also, he could have got close to about 1,500 runs scored. And I think his career batting average could have been higher. It was 310. I think he could have been like a 325, 328 career batting average guy. He had that potential. But he slumped in the second half of his career. All right, we're done with him. Who's next? Like I said, I like guys 300 or better career batting average. Here's an interesting guy in baseball history. Nomar Garciaparra. 313 career batting average. But you get it into his career, it's kind of mixed. I will get into his career next. Talk to you later. I'm out.